This is Head Harvester Bill Orman from the West Coast.
And Head Harvester Ed LaFlamme from the East Coast.
Now today's topic, HR 911. Yikes!
Yeah,
right?
yikes, that's right.
We've been talking about the top 10 HR issues, the Big 10 we call them. And today we want to talk about employee records. So there's a couple things. Have 2 files for every employee, one for their personnel issues and one for their confidential issues. Keep them separate from each other.
Yep.
And have them locked. So have the confidential in one file, have it locked, and have the personnel file in another,
I thought that was
and have it locked.
Wasn't that a great idea?
Yeah.
I never
think
thought of
I
that.
think it's a great idea.
Great idea. What a great
Harvester
idea.
Steve came up with a good one.
He did.
He's a good guy.
Yep.
Now, identify the state and federal laws and regulations on retention guidelines on the paperwork. So, do you keep this after employment? Say the I-9 forms 1 year after they've turned over and they're left. You know, you can destroy them. So you find out what those laws and regulations for each. How long you have to keep the time cards. Know them well. Okay, those are 2 hints right there. You got 2 tips?
Yeah, well,
You got a
I would
couple?
yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I would say develop a spreadsheet, you know, and to put all the expiration dates on the spreadsheet. And some of the things that Harvester Bill was just talking about, you could just put them on the spreadsheet. Then you know, and you get to keep track. So every employee should be on that spreadsheet. Another thing would be make sure the I-9 forms, remember we talked about those last week, make sure the I-9 forms are all filled out correctly. And then you take those forms and separate them from the employee files. Remember the 2 files he talked about? They don't go in those. They go in a separate 3-ring binder, okay? And lastly, make sure you have all the state and federal posters that are you know, that you need to, required by law from your state and federal agencies, are posted in a prominent area for all your employees to see. Then you're covered by law.
That's usually like once a year. They get updated. You got to refresh them and renew them. So have them up there so everybody can see them and be right up front with those.
And you can buy them from companies. You can just order them
You bet.
online.
Little
and
packets, pretty
put 'em up.
straightforward.
All done. Right.
Okay, so there you have it. Employee records, HR 911, the Big 10. This is Head Harvester Bill Orman.
Head Harvester Ed LaFlamme.
Now go out there and harvest your potential with HR 911, the Big 10.
That's right.